Yeah, so I want to tell you about my trip to Solapur. I went from Mumbai and I went by train. So I took Siddheshwar Express. It's the best train if you want to go to Solapur from Mumbai. It starts at 11 p.m. and from Mumbai, and it reaches Solapur by 7:15. And similarly, while coming back, it starts from Solapur at 11 night, and by morning 6:37 it reaches Mumbai. So if you're planning a trip to Solapur, definitely take this train, Sudesh Express. It's a nice train. And yes, so I went by train, and then I reached there in the morning. So I booked a 3 AC ticket, and it was nice. Like, it was very comfortable. The coach and everything was very new, so all like it was very nice. All the bathrooms and the doors and the air conditioning, seats, everything was perfect. Like, just everything was just brand new. The only thing is that if you're traveling in 3 AC, they don't provide linen. So if you feel cold, then you definitely like carry a shawl or jacket or something. I do feel cold, so I carried shawl and one extra t-shirt, so I just kept myself warm. I woke up very early then, around 5:30, and I just stood by the door, and the scenery is very nice in the morning. I've posted one small video on my Instagram. You can have a look. It was very nice. Then I reached Sulapur, and I stayed at this hotel called Hotel Chitra Executive, because I had not done my hotel bookings. I just booked my train tickets and I went to Solapur, and I thought I'll figure everything out once I go there. So I just knew like there are a couple of good hotels, but uh, I thought I'll just have a look. I'll see if I can get something in budget, and then I'll decide depending on how the hotel looks. So till afternoon, I didn't do that much, like nothing pretty much on it. Like, as far as the tour was concerned, trip was concerned, nothing. I was just looking at the hotels, and then finally I decided to go with Hotel Chitra Executive, a very nice hotel, brand new and a very posh. But the rates were reasonable, and I got a very good deal, even though I booked at like on the last moment. Like, just went there and I booked, and I got a nice room. Uh, the hotel was very beautiful. Like, I'll post photos on Instagram. You can check. And yeah, so I'll make a separate video if you want, if you guys want, about the review of that hotel. But I would say it was a nice hotel. Like, if you're coming to Sulapur, and if you can get a room in that hotel, don't go for anything else. Just stay there. Like, staff is nice. The rooms are very like very luxurious, of the beds and everything. Even the interior is very nice, and they've got a nice restaurant, and they also have a gym, and plus the location is great. So all the places that I had to visit were very near from that place, so I didn't have to worry about anything. I just booked the hotel, and I took shower and everything, and I slept for some time and took a nap. And uh, once I was feeling a little fresh, I stepped out for visiting some places. So I think I uh, started around 4 o'clock from my hotel, and I had to visit this temple, Siddheshwar temple, Shankar Bhagwan ka temple, and it's a nice, very old temple in Solapur. So if you're visiting Solapur, definitely visit that temple. And that temple is surrounded by a lake, but since Uh, it's like it didn't rain that much in June. There was like water in the lake, but it was not like dry. But I've heard that usually after rainy season or during rainy season, the lake looks very beautiful, and even the temple is in the middle. So like there's lake on all this, like there's water on all the sides, so it looks very nice. Yes, so I went there and I spent some time, and then I stepped out, and just next to that temple there is one fort which is very beautiful, and people usually come there for uh, doing their morning walk or evening walk. It's basically made for walking and stuff like that. So normally you won't find that many tourists, but it's very beautiful. So I went there, I clicked some photos, I'll post them on Instagram, you can have a look. And yeah, I spent around, I think, half an hour to 45 minutes. Very nice. Like if you're from city, like if you haven't visited any fort or anything, like I'm from Mumbai and like I've never visited fort or anything. Like it was my first time. I may have visited some fort when I was young, but I don't remember anything like it. Like it was very beautiful. Yeah. So after that, uh, there was this market nearby, and I wanted to get peanut chutney because I've heard that in Solapur, like peanut chutney is very famous. So I got peanut chutney from there, and while coming back to the hotel, so I went everywhere. I didn't take auto or anything. I just walked to all these places because the hotel where I stayed at, it's very near from all these places. So I think it's hardly 2 kilometers. And like in the evening when the weather is nice, I think 2 kilometers is like fine. Like everyone can walk that much distance. And uh, like if you are not in a hurry, you can just uh, go by walk and explore all these places. Even the market is very nice, like if you want to buy anything. So I took chutney from there for friends and family. And then while coming back, I was feeling a little hungry. So I went to this nice little restaurant called Anna Idli, or yeah, Anna, I think it's called Anna. I don't remember, but something Anna. Anna Idli only, I think. I'll check and I'll post the photos on Insta and let you guys know. So nice South Indian restaurant, and I had dosa, and from there then I just walked back to my hotel. Uh, then I went to bed a little early because I was tired after all that walking and traveling by train. So I went to bed early. Then next morning I woke up and I like there's one like a small park where people usually go for morning walk. It's also at a walkable distance from this hotel. I think 5 or 10 minutes. So I went there for a walk, morning walk, and then while coming back, I had idli at one another South Indian restaurant. So actually, Solapur is very close to Karnataka, so you'll get very nice South Indian food. And I'm a big fan of South Indian food. Like not just fan, I only eat South Indian food when I go out. Like I try to eat South Indian food. I normally avoid bread and all that stuff. I like South Indian food, so if I get good South Indian food, I always prefer eating idli, dosa, all that stuff. So yeah, so after that, I came back to the hotel. I spent some time and clicked some pictures, and I just had like packed my bag and everything. And then there's this another like Solapur is also known for textiles, so I wanted to buy some this what do you call? shirt piece, pant piece for my dad and for my relatives. So I went there and I bought few things. Then also there's another shop uh, where we get saris and everything. So I got one sari for my mom and then for my other relatives. And yeah, that's all. I did little shopping from there, and then uh, evening I like have some relatives in Solapur, so I went there. I had dinner with them, and then I went to station at around 10 o'clock. The train was standing there. The train arrives very early, and this time the ticket was 2 AC, so I got linen and everything, and I slept very nicely. Uh, Normally, I tend to get up at night, but it was very comfortable, all the blankets and everything, and I slept nicely. Woke up around 6 o'clock and got down at Dadar and reached home. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions or anything, yeah, you can post them. Let me know what do you think. Yeah, thank you.